Invisible work doesn't count. Well, that's the title of this video, and what the heck does that mean? Invisible work. So let's talk about that. Recently in our group coaching, we've stressed two things. One, the internal work versus external commitments. And let me break those down because they're important to understand. So internal work is the writing a script, doing a management plan, practicing, maybe doing a role play on ChatGPT, et cetera, et cetera. Crafting a letter, crafting an email, crafting a post for LinkedIn. All of those things are invisible to the outside world until you make them external. And so I'm not saying that that work isn't necessary. That work is necessary. Prior practice prevents piss poor performance. I've said that more than once. You have to know what you're going to do. You have to know what an exact desired outcome is from a meeting, from a letter, from an email. All of that stuff is important. But that is internal work. And that won't move the ball up the field. Taking that internal work and turning it into external commitments, and by that I mean I'm going to send 5 letters or this week, and then later you can say, yes, I sent those 5 letters. So sending an email, making a cold call, sending a letter, specifically doing those tasks. Those are external activities. And if you plan those a week ahead and say, I'm going to send so many letters, so many emails, make so many cold calls, and do it, that's where the commitment part comes in. And one of the things I'm stressing is even if those are small, seemingly too small numbers, what's important about that process is it gets you in the habit of saying what you're going to do and then doing it. Barring death or coma, you complete it. And so you teach the people around you, and most importantly, you teach yourself. When I say I'm going to do something, people can count on me that it's going to get done. Super important. And so if you start with small numbers, maybe too small you'll think, and you don't overcommit, you can say, okay, I said I was going to send 1 letter. Ridiculous, right? But you did 1 letter. Next week, scale it. Next week, scale it. So those actions are typically uncomfortable. The internal work really isn't uncomfortable. You'll be sitting in front of a computer, you will draft an email, you will think about what it is you want to say to a seller, you'll do the research on the seller. All those things are important, but it's the external commitment and external action which will move the ball up the field and closer to you getting board members, getting law firm and accounting firms, getting financial institutions, and ultimately, the reason we're doing this, talking to prospects, finding ones that meet your criteria, and completing an acquisition. So I hope that helps. If you want to have the test of whether or not it's external or internal, did it touch someone else outside you? Sending a letter, sending an email, making a phone call. Those all touch somebody else. Wanting to have a meeting, wanting to send a letter, no, that's an internal thought or internal goal. Goals feel nice and comfy, pretty exciting. The external commitments generally carry with them a degree of uncomfortableness, which is normal, absolutely normal. You'll get more comfortable in time. So I hope that helps. And I hope that the work you do is in fact visible to the outside world.